we got to talk about this AEW console game that is allegedly coming out soon. I've been seeing and hearing and reading some concerning things. So today I just wanted to sit down for a little bit, give my thoughts on all that stuff, talk about it, check out some of the newest gameplay, etc. So real quick, let's pay some bills so that I can go make my own wrestling game. I don't know. Transition. So before we hop back into it, it's time to shout out the sponsor for today's video, Bespoke Posts. Bespoke is a monthly membership club that delivers awesome boxes of top shelf goods from under the radar brands. Every month they introduce new cool products to their members, whether it's outdoor gear, clothing, home goods, barware, and it's all based on the quiz that you fill out when you sign up. So let me show you guys what I got this month. Here we go. First up is the Weekender. Hardly know her. The belt buckle straps are so cool. I haven't seen that before. This is a really sturdy, like, nice looking travel bag for all you adventurers like myself. Ooh, check out the parlor box. Yeah, I waited tables back in the day. What about it? Nice glass set with the pour and the little carrier table. Ooh, I look fancy as hell right now. But this isn't even the craziest one. Check this out. Now, finally, I saved this one for last. This is the field box, because I'm about to have a field day with it. Your N12 saw is an indispensable tool for cutting. Fantastic. Garden Bomb by Barnaby Black is made to revive your hands after any sort of manual labor. Awesome. And Modern Sprouts Slingshot Kit is a bit of fun for everyone. Oh, snap. You should not have given me one of these. Oh my God, I'm gonna annoy everybody with this. Whoopee! Oh, these are the bulk. Why am I being reminded of A Christmas Story right now? So every box has about $70 in retail value, but only costs $49. And you get to preview your box before it ships to decide if you want to make any changes or just skip that month completely. They really have a crazy variety of products in their arsenal. It's pretty wild. So if you want to get 20% off your first box from Bespoke Post, click the link down in the description below and use the promo code DENK20. That's DENK20. Thank you, Bespoke, for sponsoring today's video. I'll greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's do it. All right, first things first, let's look at the most recent gameplay reveals. Up first, Chris Statlander. Look, that looks pretty good. I feel like they definitely made an attempt to like de-cartoonize it a little bit from what the original reveals looked like with Jericho and stuff. But I like how this looks. I think it actually looks really cool. The gameplay itself, though, is where, oh man, that's where everything is, and I'll talk about my thoughts on that in a little bit. I just want you guys to check out these clips if you haven't seen these little spots inside the gameplay. Boom. Nothing crazy, just little bits and pieces, right? Okay. Now, how about Nyla? Another person who ended up looking really great in the game. So the character models themselves, that's not where my concern is. That's not where my concern is. It's slightly where my concern is, but not I don't have a major concern about that. My concern, as always, lies within the gameplay, and I can't wait to talk about what I'm thinking about right now. So you see the style that they're going for, right? It's not your, fluid animation into ba-bow, ka-ka-cow type of thing, you know what I'm saying? It is very reliant on impact upon maneuvers. And that is the one thing that I think they might be overdoing it on a little bit. Now, if you're taking a Samoan drop from Nyla Rose, yes, there should be impact there. There should absolutely be like, put emphasis, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if those two little strikes warrant that type of reaction. That's not the word I'm looking for. But you get what I'm saying, though? If everything is impactful, there's a slight, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see this in a lot of fighting games. The actual phrase for it, I'm blanking out right now. It's called something. But if everything is impactful, nothing is impactful. Somebody write that down. So for a game that's kind of supposed to be modeled after like the No Mercy style and era of wrestling games, that's not coming across from what I've seen so far, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of sitting in its own lane right now. So those were just the recent gameplay clips that came out like this past week, a couple days ago. Everybody's saying this game is supposed to come out. I don't want to say everybody, but the rumor going around right now is that this game is supposed to come out September of this year. Really? We have seen 3.5 entrances and 6 punches. This game is not coming out in September. If it comes out this year at all, I will be shocked, genuinely. Which brings me to this this next topic here, which is a report that is, you know, unconfirmed, kind of just, you don't have to get it. Kenny Omega hating working with Yuke's over AEW Fight Forever. Oh boy, let's read it. Sports Gamers Online is reporting that the relationship between AEW games and Yuke's, specifically Kenny Omega, has not been positive, with Omega reportedly finding himself frustrated and hating working with Yuke's, with one person claiming that it has sometimes come across as if Yuke's was trying to take advantage of Omega's inexperience in this position. There have reportedly been multiple arguments over the game's direction as well as constraints on development. The game's reportedly had several budget issues that have led to a number of features of the game being either less than originally planned or cut altogether. There's a weird, like, gray area here when it comes to pro wrestling games. Pro wrestling is so many different things to so many different people. So if you're developing a wrestling game and you're not going out of your way, or at least opening yourself up to feedback from varying avenues, you're doing yourself and whatever you're creating a disservice. So whether that's wrestlers themselves, wrestlers that are hardcore gamers, wrestling fans that don't play video games, what's gonna make them pick up the game, stuff like that. So for somebody with the credentials of a Kenny Omega, who is, you know, a well-known, pretty heavy gamer to begin with, obviously quite the damn good professional wrestler, has been doing it for a long time, his knowledge is probably very helpful. But I myself have seen instances where people who are developing these types of games like to play it a little too close to the chest. I feel like this game is also in a unique situation because it seems like they're definitely gonna have a lot more wiggle room than like WWE and 2K have. Their whole relationship, their whole thing is just basically like let's make a shot-for-shot replica of what people see on TV. It's just presentation, all that stuff. This game is not tied down or restrained to just trying to make it look exactly like it looks on TV. So they have the opportunity, I think anyway, to expand in certain areas. But if there's this weird internal shit going on and you're unable to expand on those areas, this is just going to be a missed opportunity. You know what this game needs? You know what this game needs to completely stand out from WWE 2K and the whole franchise and just stand on its own? A demo. Put a demo out. Put a beta out. Closed beta, open beta. I don't care. Let the players get a feel for it. Get feedback from the community that you could potentially use. Useful feedback anyway. And just be like, hey, we're listening. You know? The success of this game is completely on the game. It's got nothing to do with 2K or whatever they build, or this is its own beast, right? 2K's reputation is what it is for games and releases and this type of stuff. So now you have a chance to establish a new bar and a new precedent. So don't rush it. And if you're arguing, stop it. There's a lot of big pressure for this game, and they don't, you know, they obviously don't need a schmuck like me, just some random dude on the internet telling them, you know, how crazy their job is. Of course they know, but there are ways to lessen that, I think, if they are open to listening to what's like really going on in the wrestling community right now, listening to what's really going on in the wrestling games community, filling the holes that have been wide open for years, or just planting their foot in a brand new way. There's a lot of pressure for them to do that. And I 500,000% hope that they're able to do it with, you know, with flying colors. And I hope it's amazing, and I hope it's fantastic, and I hope I want to play it every day of my life. I really do. But for a game that's rumored to be coming out in like 4 months, which again, it is not. We've seen no features, no creation things, no nothing. It's confirmed there's going to be 50 wrestlers max, which is interesting. I assume they'll do the whole, you know, DLC and release stuff over time, because this is not going to be a yearly release. This is not going to be a game that comes out, you know, every November. Here's a new, like, I feel like this is going to be the only AEW game probably for the next like 3 years. They get one shot at this. So knock it the hell out of the park, for the love of God, please. And if you need help, call your boy up. Thank you guys for stopping by. Stay tuned for much more. I'll see you next time. Peace.